yes, Mzansi, welcome to it. This is your Feel Good Breakfast Show, opening up on S3 on a beautiful Wednesday and bringing you something of a plug when it comes to tech. So from Black Friday hacks to saving you cash and all the way to everything from those frustrating surprise taxes when shopping online, right? And I think it's something that we need to pay attention to. And the question is, what do we do if your phone even gets swiped, right? So we're going to be covering it all with our latest tech news. We've got this segment brought to you by the one and only professional gamer, the tech enthusiast, Hinds in the building, man. I'm grateful you're here, bro, because I'm hearing and seeing so much online and it's starting to scare me. I'm concerned about my parents and what they might be having to deal with in this technological age and what's happening in the entire sort of world at the moment and what should we be looking out for. I know we got some good news and some good tips. Where do we start with, bro? Black Friday's around the corner.
Yeah, so there's going to be a lot of online purchases with Black Friday. So we've got to start thinking about being secure and what kind of deals to go for.
Yeah.
Yo, I'm getting so excited.
It's a mouthful.
Yeah. So firstly, one of my biggest suggestions is that most banks in South Africa allow you to make virtual cards.
Ooh,
right?
Okay.
So you can set up basically, it's kind of like a proxy credit card to your credit card. And a lot of people don't go through the rigmarole of doing that. It's usually in a bank app or whatever. But please, do yourself a favor and do that because it's a way to track purchases. People can make, depending on your bank, you can make virtual credit cards for every single store that you use, right? So you can know when something is being purchased or you can switch it on or off. You don't have to lose your physical card.
Oh, so it's almost like you're saying this is a security option in terms of knowing that, hey, my whatever card, my Woolworths card, credit card that I've created just went off and I haven't shopped there. Something's up here. Is that the idea?
Exactly. Yeah, pretty much. Yeah. So that's something that I highly recommend doing.
Nice.
Another thing is, if the sale is too good to be true, it
often is.
It often is. And especially if it's a website you've never heard of, you need to do your research. Or if it's something you're buying off Instagram, I've been scammed like that. I've bought items off Instagram and they just didn't arrive, and the person shut down their account.
So is there a way with regards to like a website or something like that that we can check and verify if something is legit? Is there any recommendation?
So Hello Peter is a good website. I found out too late because I went there and everyone was like, oh, this is a scam.
Oh, when you read the comments and you realize,
like,
oh no.
So anybody, look, I'm really tech savvy when it comes to shopping online, and I shop online all the time, and it even happens to me. So this is why you got to keep your eyes open when you do it.
Scary, man.
Yeah.
Okay.
The other thing is, and this will jump into the next point, is shop locally if you can. If there's a local website, support that local website or support that local retailer because legally there's stuff that can happen if something goes wrong, right? There's something on your back. And then also they are more trustworthy. And that brings us to another point. There are a lot of international stores right now that are popping up and doing really well.
I see them all over, man, and it looks so good. And I'm like, oh, I just want to get that. But like, there's so much doubt right now with these options because like you said, I've never seen the store physically. I don't know who owns it. I can't speak to the person. So there's like, I don't know, a little bit of caution now in this world we live in.
Look, there are some great stores and very well-known international stores that we've got access to, but like a lot of people don't realize, where they're putting their credit card details. So just know where those stores are. And that's also, you'll see that price. That price doesn't include tax. And the South African government has jumped in on including tax, especially on international clothing orders. So you might think that local retailers are more expensive when you see the price listed, but at least they're listing the VAT.
That's the all-in price,
yeah,
essentially.
So when you purchase something that you think is cheap, and then you get a customs SMS to double the price, and you're like,
oh no,
wait, hold on, it wasn't as cheap as you thought it was.
Yeah.
So just be aware, and especially people are going to be spending a lot of money during the season. You don't want to overspend now, just before Christmas. Just make sure that you are watching that. And the South African government's jumping on that, I think, as of this month.
Yeah, I've been caught out by that quite badly, man. I was like, oh no, I've just screwed myself over. Now I'm paying like twice the amount that I could have.
Yeah,
so I love supporting local, which I think is a fantastic initiative, just because why not? Keep the money in our infrastructure, keep it in our community.
And there's warranties, and there's lots of value.
Return policies are easier as well. Listen, I saw a crazy story online with regards to a very well-known celeb that was a victim of some, would it call it a cyber crime or fraud?
Yes, I would think it's both. So Shashi Naidu jumped onto socials, did a whole story where she jumped out of her car just like out of an Uber or something, and had her phone taken off her. And she did her job. She was there for a gig, and then within like a couple of hours, she lost a ton of money. That basically all her accounts were cleaned out.
Because they had access to the phone.
Because they had access to the phone. But one of the things I want people to realize is that if somebody else has got your phone, they really potentially have access to your information and your banking information. So in my situation, what I do is I have, like on Samsung devices, you can have a secure folder. Depends on what network or what cell phone provider you're on. I keep my banking apps in a secure folder.
Oh, that's
clever. So you need another layer, another password to access that. It's not just accessible when you plug your phone in. And often those secure folders are encrypted. So you can't copy paste things out of those apps, for instance. That's what I do there. So that's just my pro tip. But if your phone does get swiped, no matter what the situation is, it's happened to us in the past, your first priority is to make sure that you go online and block that phone. And you can do that with every cell phone manufacturer from Android to iOS allows you access to remote block that phone. Make sure that you've got your settings on. On Android right now, they've even got a swipe detection. So if somebody grabs your phone while you're using it and runs away with it, it realizes, it uses the accelerometer and the gyroscope, and it realizes your phone's been stolen, or it's an unusual thing, and it locks it automatically for you.
Oh, man.
So you can set that up.
Brilliant, brilliant, brilliant. Listen, Grandhands, we're going to have to somehow carry on with this conversation in another round, because I think with the month that we are in now, with all these sales coming through as we head into December as well, this is valuable, valuable advice. So I think for you, Mzansi, an opportunity to maybe just chat to Hinds online. He has a wealth of knowledge. He's so helpful. He's always answering his DMs and his messages. So go in the comment section as well. He is part of the community, and he's there to assist you with anything crazy that you might have when it comes to what's happening in the world. So remember, awareness, being proactive, and putting these measures in, as well as putting key opportunities in to protect yourselves, is of utmost important. Great comments coming through there, great tips, Hinds, but I think he's got a lot more, so more to dive into in hopefully the future with this man.